Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guten Nacht, bienvenue, bienvenido, ohayo gozaimasu, shalom, namaste, aloha. Welcome to all our friends around the world. Welcome to everyone here in San Francisco. Very nice to have everybody here with us. And we are joined by webcast and by teleconference all around the world, as well as by Facebook. So for everyone who's joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Master Shunya. I'm one of the master teachers and one of the leaders for the center here in San Francisco. We have 8 centers around the world that teach Tao wisdom, Tao practices, and most important, Tao love. So we welcome you here. We welcome you for Tao Calligraphy and Tao Chang discovery. So this is an introduction to the weekend retreat that we will be having that focuses around Tao oneness calligraphy. Tao oneness calligraphy, you see examples of it behind me. This is a gift, well, really it's a gift from the Tao, the divine, the source. But it's something that was a unique style of calligraphy that was created by Master Sha. He was trained by Professor Li. Professor Li was trained by the teacher to the last emperor's family. So in those days, before World War II, in the empire days of China, to teach the emperor's family was the highest honor. Only the best of the best could be that kind of teacher. So Taishu was the teacher who taught this family, the royal family, and carried the tradition of calligraphy, of Chinese calligraphy, which is an ancient tradition that carries both visible beauty and invisible power. There's power in the word, there's power in the writing, there's power in the flow. When Professor Li, she wasn't planning on passing this along. She wasn't planning on having disciples or people who studied in that way with her. And then she met Master Sha. And Master Sha had grown up studying all of the traditions of China. At age 6, he started studying Tai Chi. And it was very unusual the way he started. He saw a Tai Chi master who was sparring with his students in the park. And the students would try to, get the better of the teacher. And the teacher really, with his chi, would just and push them back. And so this little 6-year-old boy, Jigangsha, he saw this happening. And his heart and soul knew, and he went to him and bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I want to become your disciple." And the master said, "I think you're a little young yet to be a disciple. Maybe give it a year or 2. And he wouldn't take that for an answer. So he was very diligently convinced not only the teacher, but his parents that he could do this. And finally the teacher said, "If you come every Saturday, every Sunday, then when I see this diligence, then maybe I'll consider you to be my disciple." So he did, and he came, and he never wavered, and he went on to become a Tai Chi master, as well as a Feng Shui master, an I Ching master, and a Qigong master. He was actually so wonderful, I'll just use that word, as a Qigong master, that he was recognized by the 5th World Congress on Qigong as Qigong Grand Master of the Year in the area of spirituality. So he brought all that wisdom from the East. Plus, while he was doing all this, he became a Chinese medicine doctor and was trained as a Western medicine doctor and trained Western medicine doctors in acupuncture for the World Health Organization. So he just had all these accomplishments in spirituality and healing. And it all came together when he came to the West, and he created, he actually put out the book Soul, Mind, Body, Medicine, which I remember, I think Elizabeth and I met him shortly after that. And I remember him teaching that at the University of Hawaii at the medical school there. And from there, the healing wisdom that he brought became more and more spiritual. But always it was the foundation. Always, he said, heal the soul first, and then the mind and the body follow from there. And I think most of us inherently just know that that's true. You start at the level of the soul, and then everything else has the chance of healing or balancing or harmonizing. So then he started studying with Professor Li and learned Ibitsi calligraphy, which is one-stroke calligraphy. So that what's unique about the style that Professor Li taught was that everything was connected in one stroke. When you see Chinese writing, it's usually very chopped up. It's usually, like line, line, dash, dash, hook, hook, line, line, hook, And this had a completely different flow to it. And so he studied from her. And he actually, when he created a work of the calligraphies that he was doing at the time, he asked her to write the foreword. And she's very humble, but she said, I can't write the foreword for you because what you do is so far beyond what I'm doing. What you're doing, I do calligraphy for beauty. You did calligraphy for healing. I can't speak to that. You've done something unique. And it was so unique that he was just recognized this year by the top levels of Chinese government as a Shufa Jia, a calligraphy master. And they had a great big art exhibit with about 1,000 people. He and another artist that were exhibited at the Hall of Cultures in Beijing, China, with the highest recognition for the major contribution that this makes to Chinese society to share the wisdom and the treasures with China with the rest of the world. In fact, he was appointed to a couple positions that is the first time anyone outside of China has been appointed to these kinds of positions. So he then immediately, Master Sha's way, as soon as he learns something, he starts teaching it. He can't wait to share the wisdom that he gets, whether he learns it from another person or he gets it directly from the divine, the Tao, the source. The way he says, if the warehouse is full, there's no room for more. You have to clear the warehouse before more can come in. So immediately he shares what he learns. Now that's very unique for a Tao master. Tao masters usually hand down their wisdom just to one or two people. They have 1, 2, maybe 3 disciples. But it's very closely guarded, and this has kept the Tao teachings very pure for hundreds and thousands of years. But what it hasn't done is reached out to the masses. So Master Sha is giving this to the masses in a way that's never really been done before. And so he's trained, it's always amusing to me because where I grew up in the suburbs of California, Caucasian meant a very particular kind of American. It meant an American with lighter skin and blue eyes and often blonde hair. And but when when Master Sha talks of, and many of my Chinese friends, when they talk about anyone who's not Chinese, they're Caucasians. So that it's a big deal to go back to China and teach Caucasians how to do calligraphy. Now, this was once said at a retreat, and I looked up on the stage and I went, I see 9 people of color and 1 Caucasian. But he's saying outside of China, outside of, in China, calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy, and Japan, Japanese calligraphy. But, folks in the neighborhood I grew up in, we didn't grow up writing like this. This was something that was very new to me when I saw it. I had no understanding of Chinese characters. I had no understanding of the wisdom and the power of this kind of calligraphy. So Master Sha has been teaching people all around the world how to do Tao calligraphy. And when he went back to China to receive these awards, he took 4 or 5 of his top teachers to show how this is impacting the world. And so one of the teachers who was first appointed by Master Sha is Master Cecilia, who's joining us this weekend, Master Cecilia Liu. Now, she's not a Caucasian. She is Chinese. She understands the wisdom that is there. She understands the depth of what calligraphy can do, and especially this new way of writing calligraphy. So we're very, very blessed to have her here this weekend. She brings a wealth of experience. She actually has been a corporate executive for IBM, Daimler, Siemens. She's worked in Asia. She's worked in Europe. She's worked in North America. So she has 3 different cultures that she's lived and worked in, and understood how this wisdom blends with this wisdom, blends with this wisdom, for that. And all the time that she was doing her business enterprise, she was also studying the spirituality as she traveled around the world. And so we are blessed to have a very unique individual who shares the power and wisdom of what's available here. So tonight we'll get a taste. Master Sha always says, if you want to know if the pear is sweet or not, you have to taste it. So tonight's the taste. And then if you want the whole pear, join us tomorrow and Sunday from 10 a.m. to whenever we finish. It will be at least 8 p.m., probably a little bit later than that. I know we've put out advertising. There's so much to cover. It will probably run a little bit later. But we did the same thing last year when she was here. Not one person said to me they wished it had been shorter. So tomorrow it will be all day long, starting at 10 a.m. and Sunday. You can register for that on Facebook by going to Facebook, Master Sha Soul Healing Center. So Facebook/Master Sha Soul Healing Center, or drsha.com under events. Just click on the calendar and go to tomorrow's date. So I think what would be really good as we prepare for Master Cecilia is if we do a little chanting. A lot of what Master Sha teaches, a lot of the tradition that this comes from, we use chanting. So we actually teach 4 powers. The first power is body power. For body power, how we align our body is how we align our energy and allow the chi to flow. So I'm going to ask you, if you're sitting, to please sit up straight in your chair with your back away from the chair if you're able. I know some of our friends at home, you need to stay in bed. So please do just make yourself comfortable, but don't chant out loud if you need to lie down. Only chant silently. But for those of us who can sit up, or for those of us who can stand, if you're standing, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Where we put the hands is where the healing blessing goes. So put one hand on your lower abdomen, just below your belly button. This will boost your energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. Put the other hand anywhere on your body that needs a little extra love right now. It could be your heart center. It could be your shoulders. Maybe you have some tension and pain in your neck and shoulders. Maybe you have a little bit of a headache. Maybe your liver or your spleen needs a little love. Wherever you could use a little blessing. Okay. The other thing that we do in body power is touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. This closes one of the major energy gateways in the body. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes now and use mind power to visualize golden light wherever you put your hand. So if you put your hand on your heart, you visualize golden light in your heart. If you put your hand on your head, you visualize golden light in your head. Where we put the mind is also where the blessings go. So we put it there by visualizing gold light in that area. Now take a deep breath all the way down to the tip of your tailbone and let it out slowly. Wonderful. Relax even more and take another deep breath and let it out slowly. Great. One more time. Continuing to visualize golden light in that part of your body, we're going to use soul power. Soul power is to connect soul to soul. So we connect with the soul of that part of our body. The soul of your heart, the soul of your head, the soul of your knees, wherever your hand is. And we say, dear soul of this part of my body, sure, you can repeat after me. Dear soul. Okay, I'll say it first and then you can repeat after me. That'll be perfect. Dear soul of this part of my body. Dear soul of this part of my body. I love you. I honor you. I appreciate you. You work so hard. And I really appreciate you. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to come into balance and harmony. Do a good job. Thank you. And we also use it to connect with souls outside of us. So we can say, dear sun in the moon, we love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please give us a blessing. Bless this part of my body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can even call on all the saints in heaven, even the divine, the Tao, the source itself. So we say, dear soul, mind, and body of the divine, the Tao, the source, all of heaven, all saints on duty. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please give us a blessing. Please bless this part of our body. We are very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we're going to chant the Divine Soul Song of love, peace, and harmony. It's a very simple song. If you don't know the words, you can just hum along. And we start singing it in soul language anyway, which is lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Then in Mandarin, wo ai wo xin he ling. Wo ai chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong he mu shi shang. Shan nai ping an he se. Shan nai ping an he se. In English, I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. In soul language again. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Mandarin. Wo ai wo xin he ling. Wo ai chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong he mu shi shang. Shan nai ping an he se. Shan nai ping an he se. English. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Beautiful. Now just take a moment and notice how that part of your body feels. You may feel a little tingling or vibration. You may feel warmth. You may feel that any pain or tension has decreased. Just notice any kind of change. Because we're going to boost the power even more with Tao Calligraphy. So I invite you to open your eyes. And here we have a Tao source calligraphy Ling Guang. And is this okay where it's positioned? Master, who's? Yeah, okay. Sure. I think. Trained professional who still makes mistakes, yeah. Heaven wants to make sure I stay humble. So this is the Tao source calligraphy for Ling Guang. The first word Ling means soul. The second word Guang means light. So this carries soul light. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace this now as we sing. So I'm going to ask you to put your 5 fingers together. In the 5 fingers, we have the earth element, wood element, fire element, metal element, and water element. We put them together, we balance and harmonize the 5 elements in our body. Then we trace, going from the top, we trace across, back down, over, and back up. We come down and make the letter B. Then we go dot, dot, dot. Small line across and come down. Come up and make a figure 8 or infinity symbol and around. That's Ling. Then Guang goes down, loops up and comes in, and a line down this way. Then a line across this way and down. Then it loops back up and makes a fish hook down and around. So we're going to trace that while we chant the Love, Peace, Harmony song. First, we give love and ask for a blessing. Dear soul, mind, and body, of the Tao source calligraphy, Ling Guang. We love you, honor you, appreciate you.
We love you, honor you, appreciate you.
Please give us a healing blessing.
Please give us a healing blessing
for this part of our body.
for this part of our body.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So have the one hand on the place where you want to send love and blessing, and then the other hand for tracing. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo shin ha ling. Wo ai chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong he mu shi shan. Shan ai ping an he xie. Shan ai ping an he xie. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. So check now. Does that part of my body feel any different? Do I feel warmth, tingling, less pain, less tension? And we'll do it a little bit more. This time, really concentrate on putting all your love into it. Love melts all blockages and transforms all life. So with all our love, Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo xin haling. Wo ai chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong he mu shi shan. Shan ai ping an he se. Shan ai ping an he she. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Okay, now move that part of your body a little bit. See how it's doing. So this is how it works when we do chanting and tracing using the calligraphy to bless ourselves. But what's more powerful even than sending blessings for ourselves is when we offer our love and service to others. So I want you to, we'll use the same body position, but this time we're going to chant to send a blessing of love, peace, and harmony to all the children of the world.
Yes.
Okay? So join me. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo xin haling. Wo ai chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong he mu shi shan. Shan ai ping an he se. Shan ai ping an he se. I love my heart and soul. I humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Do you feel the difference? Does it feel more powerful when you do it that way? And did you notice that the part of your body still gets healing? What we give out comes back to us multiplied. So the more love we give, the more love we get back. So I'd like you to bring to mind somebody you know who's facing some challenges right now. Someone who could really use a little extra love. And bring them to mind and ask the calligraphy, dear soul, mind, and body of the Tao Source Calligraphy, please give a blessing for our loved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And one more time, chanting with all our love. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai, wo xin, ha ling. Wo ai, chuan ren lei. Wan ling rong, ha mu shi sang. Shan ai ping an he se. Shan ai ping an he se. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Beautiful. Now just close your eyes and we're going to just sing it with our eyes closed, still receiving blessing from the calligraphy. Opening our hearts and souls even further to receive the blessings. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai, wo xin, ha ling. Wo ai, chuan ren lei. Shanai Ping An Hse Shanai Ping An Hse. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Just breathe into that for a moment. Noticing what that part of the body feels like now. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So last night, Master Cecilia did a beautiful presentation on the 10 Tao qualities in business. And those Tao qualities are greatest love, greatest forgiveness, greatest compassion, greatest light, greatest humility, greatest harmony, greatest flourishing, greatest gratitude, greatest service, and greatest enlightenment. I love that. Some people were saying them along with me. Beautiful. When we embody all of those qualities in whatever we do, we align with the divine, the Tao, the source. We actually become the divine, the Tao, the source. Or another way of saying it is, that's always within us already. We express the divine, the Tao, the source. And we go to higher and higher levels of that, raising our frequency and vibration. How many of you that were here last night, you felt like you, or by webcast, you felt that your frequency and vibration went higher? Wonderful. How many felt that you had new insights about how you can do business? Wonderful. How many felt like you had new insights for your whole life? Wonderful. So give me just one word. What one word would you use for last night?
Amazing.
Amazing. Yes? Powerful. Great. Empowering. Transforming. Flourishing. Beautiful. Wisdom. So that's what we're ready for tonight and for this weekend. So we're very, very grateful to have Master Cecilia as our guest teacher. We're very happy to be able to share Master Sha's wisdom, Master Sha's practical techniques, and most of all, Master Sha's love, so that we can all heal, bless, and transform our whole lives. So please join me in warmly welcoming Master Cecilia Liu. Welcome, Master Cecilia. 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 Love you, 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 Master Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really love you, Master Cecilia. Really love you, Master Cecilia.
Really, really love you, Master Shunya. Really, really love you, Master Shunya. Really love you, Master Shunya. Really love you, Master Shunya. Really, really love you, Master Jimena.
Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really, really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena. Really love you, Master Jimena.
Really, really love you, Master Merlin.
Really, really love you, Master Merlin. Really, really love you, Master Merlin. Really love you, Master Merlin. Really love you, Master Merlin.
Really, really love you, Master Henderson.
Really, really love you, Master Henderson. Really, really love you, Master Henderson. Really love you, Master Henderson. Really love you, Master Henderson.
Master Robert.
Really, really love you, Master Robert. Really, really love you, Master Robert. Really, really love you, Master Robert. Really love you, Master Robert. Really love you, Master Robert.
Really, really love you, Master Sean.
Really, really love you, Master Shaw. Really, really
Love you, Master Sean. Really love you, Master Sean. Really love you, Master Sean. Everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. How? Great, great. Welcome, welcome. I know we have some quite a maybe new time participant. Thank you so much. Thank you for. Sorry to put you in this position. This is our song. We sing "Love You." This is the way that we express love to each other, because first, this is truly more than just a normal workshop. It's a family. Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you, thank you. I see people from everywhere, from Hawaii, welcome. And from LA, yes. Oh, welcome. Great. Also, somewhere else, all set up for San Francisco? Yes.
I was originally born in south side of Chicago.
Okay, sounds like it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great, great. Sacramento area, yes. Oh, welcome, Gloria, from Jackson, right? From Jackson, is that right? Okay, welcome. Great. So we have full house here, but more than that is we have, I think, about 50 people online, 50, 60 people. They're from everywhere. You know, it's interesting. I just came from Hawaii, right, last weekend, and we have beloved Greg and Isabel as the representative from Hawaii. And but also, I think online there are at least 20 from Hawaii. I didn't make any calling, so I was really surprised that they're watching yesterday and today also. And I see the list from Master Robert, so thanks for that. People from everywhere, from Netherlands, from Belgium, from Switzerland, from Germany, from Canada, from other part of US, Indian. Wow, it's great. That's family, yes? Really happy to see. Really happy to see. Thank the local team, Master Himana, Master Shunya, and Master Robert. Everyone, Lawrence did your social media work while I was traveling. So thank you so much. And tonight it's on the introduction for the special weekend. It's called. This is actually second ever. Last weekend in Hawaii was first one, and it's really amazing. It's called Tao Calligraphy and Tao Chang Discovery Retreat. Yes. And there's reasons we call that discovery. Actually, I was guided when I had a chance to work with the plan for the Tao Chang. And we heard about Tao Chang, yes? Who has not heard about Tao Chang? Most people hear about it. That's okay. And so that's in the process while working with that plan, I was guided to offer this retreat, which will be really special. And you can see that they come all the way from Hawaii. And you can also see 20 more people had the whole week with me and still they're dedicated time on the line right now. And there must be something special. It's truly special. And so we will walk through a journey, but I'll just give you a little taste of little pieces here and there, yes? And before we start that, I want to ask you first, what brought you here? Maybe few people. If I may ask, start with our guest.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She brought me here.
You can have a mic.
I said, yeah, sure. She brought me here.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
great.
I was just open to it. She said, I want to come up to the weekend. I said, okay.
Oh, great decision.
Yeah.
And great partner, yes? Wonderful. And that must be, even it seems someone else brought you here, there's reasons, your soul wanted to be here and you're also curious about it, right? What's going to happen this weekend? Wonderful. Welcome. And
Dr. Greg invited me. Dr. Greg invited me.
yes.
So I came.
Wow. Wonderful. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Dr. Greg is very, very special.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Confirmation, yes. Yes,
She's
go
a
ahead.
soul traveler with me,
Oh,
and we've known one another for many lifetimes, but
Yes.
particularly this lifetime for
Yes.
a decade and a half or,
Yeah.
or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just time for her to have this opportunity after I had such an amazing situation and
yes.
life-changing aspects.
Yes. Wonderful. Have you noticed the changes in Greg and Elizabeth?
Well, yeah, I mean, yes.
Yes. That's very firm, yes. Amazing, right? Just over 3-4 days. They're really, really amazing. I see where they are. I remember last Thursday in Hawaii, we had the business evening, right? Our first evening. And I noticed them. And Elizabeth came to me at the end of the evening for a question. And I just said, if you can hold your question until Sunday, you will find yourself in different places. You will find the answer yourself. And surely enough, yes, you found the answer. And much more, right?
Actually, I don't remember the question.
Yes, perfect.
But I will say I came to be in the frequency that you carry
Oh, thank
and to honor what you and this whole process. And I know that I'm going to learn lots more.
Thank you.
You've really started me on a new path.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Very honored. And it's this process. If we can close the door, we call that discovery, but we're not discovering something we don't know. We're discovering something deeply in our heart and soul. Yes, but it's just we forgot that for a long time, and now we discover it and we unfold it. And you see Greg, you see Elizabeth, you're going to see everyone will be different by Sunday. But I cannot take you somewhere, make you someone you're not. It's it's the process of unfolding the deep qualities, the beauty in you already that open up door by door, so that you can see yourself and other people can see it as well. This is a process of discovery. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to discover many things. We're going to discover Tao Calligraphy. We're going to discover much deeper about Tao Chang, but mostly discover about what are we here for, what is our true self, what is our true purpose, and what is the real self. You can see now, I can see Greg is totally different places. And remember when I was in Hawaii, I kept seeing on Thursday, starting from Thursday, and I noticed the people here a lot on the mind, yes? So I kept saying, drop down, and I know exactly where you are when I have, just looking at you. And so we drop down, we're constantly doing that from here to here, yes? Eventually to here. Here is to the heart, yes? To the heart. And heart holds to the soul and the mind. And to here is to hold to the Mingmen, to the Daomen. That is a place of emptiness. The process can take years, decades. Yeah, we all have tried that, didn't we? Yes. Well, who meditated? Good, I'm not the only one. Yes, I meditated for years and decades, and did not go that far, honestly. And you can see Greg now. He's just listening. He's absorbing everything. And it's amazing, in few days, 1 week, he can change from here to here to here first, and then to here. You see I noticed yesterday when he received the services, what he's sharing is, even just few sentences, it's come from very deep place, deep in the heart and soul. And that's how quickly that can happen with this field. But yet, without this field, without this process, that can also take decades, right? That's why we come here for. Yeah, good. Okay, if I may ask other people also what brought you here, if we can close the door, because energetically I can feel the. Thank you. Yes, Gloria. A little bit. Then we open that one, maybe just slightly. Mm-hmm.
You brought me here. Long story short. And last night, well, first of all, last year, when you were here last year, I discovered that I have an issue with anger. And you said that anger was hidden passion. And then last night, when you were talking about the circles, and the center circle is the why, that made the connection for me that I need to deepen my understanding of my why.
Yeah.
Why I'm here.
Yeah.
And then on the way here, I had my 10 Tao calligraphy cards, and as I was driving, I was thinking of Da'ai, and all of a sudden it was right in front of me, and I could just trace it in front of me. It was amazing. So that happened since last night.
Yes, wonderful.
So I can't wait for the rest of the weekend. It was so clear.
Great. See, that was just overnight. I'll just speak on a few words on that. Who has experienced anger? All the hands up, yes. Oh, 2 hands. Okay, I saw that. Webcaster, I see yours too. So everyone experiences anger, yeah? Anger comes with different reasons. Everything there is karmic reason, yes, but there's more than that. Is every emotion is energy. Everything's energy, right? It's about energy flow. So when anger, oftentimes what I found was, other than karma, like reason, is the hidden passion. The passion that we inside ourselves, the fire inside of ourselves, does not get chance to express out. And then that become accumulated energy and become anger. Yes. Then it needs somewhere to express. When we had an improper time and place to express that emotion, then it can have certain consequences, yes. So it's important to read your own energy, read your own emotion. What's that about? not to judge it. Is it good or bad? There's no good or bad. It just was a message. Then you learn to channel that energy, channel that emotion. Then that brought the message we needed. That the anger itself will disappear. Yeah. So especially in this group of people, one is related to passion, the passion that we have not fully allowed to come out because of some social standard or whatever that is, or stories we put together. Or the other thing what happened with this group quite often is this group of people are very special people. Everyone is special, but yet this group of people have lots of us had significant past lives that has a lot of power. Yeah, so that power and has not been fully utilized or expressed in the way that our soul wanted in this lifetime. So that's also part of the anger comes from. How I know that? Because I've gone through everything myself. Truly, the best way to be a teacher is to make mistakes and learn from that. Yeah, and going through yourself. I go through that. Remember, for years, and I spent on the corporate side and on those that, so to speak, have this success that most people wanted, have, whatever that is, financial, social recognition, whatever that is. But deep inside my heart was not happy, was even empty. But I did not want to feel that. I did not even want to acknowledge it. So how do I do it? I work. I work nonstop. And I had two assistants. And then one of the person always calls me a colleague, which she is, right? And I work nonstop. But until the time, then until I remember one of the retreat I went to in January, a few years ago, I made a vow. I made a vow that I would dedicate my life for my purpose. From that time, it really had turning point. When I go back to my office, was really interesting. Overnight, everything shifted. I could no longer do the work I used to do. Have you had that feeling? And I can no longer work so many hours. I can work 18 hours and 16 hours, and it's amazing. I don't know how they operate it now, but when well, I mean, operating also 16, 18 hours, but it's a different way, right? It's more from heart. I enjoy that. But when I went back overnight, I could no longer do it. My body got tired, even just working 2-3 hours. I don't know what happened. And then later I learned that's called burnout. Yes, most of us has experienced burnout, yeah? But, the medical, I gone through all the medicines for burnout, but I always believed there's something more than that, what the doctor tells me, that the tablet, whatever it is. I remember I tell the doctor, I don't want to take the tablet. I want to do something more holistic. And the doctor said, if you don't take this, I'm not going to treat you. Then I left. I trust I'll find another way. So truly through Master Shai, I heal myself on that. But what I discovered from that journey, which is also very, very beneficial to today, is the burnout. Most people, if you go to doctor, will treat as you work too much. Yeah, your body cannot take that anymore. Your mind cannot take that anymore. And that's true, but it's only at the surface level. Actually, the true reason for burnout, what I felt, is from our disalignment from the heart and soul and mind. Yes, so it was, if we kept, for me, in my cases, I was operating on my mind that living in life that most people wanted, 95% of society wanted, supposed to have happiness, but I wasn't. My soul knows, my heart knows I have other purpose to do. So I can only go that far until the time my soul says, I will no longer put up with you on that. Yes, and then crash. Yes. So this is truly something to look into, because if for working a lot, and if you go to China, you will see how much the people work. It's amazing, but I hardly hear anyone has burnout. And it's the physical reason, but more than that, it's emotional. It's from heart and soul level. Yeah, even for what we do now, also here, we have burnout because we have not found the best way to do it. If we truly find the best way to do that aligned with our heart and soul, then the work is not a work anymore. The work is a joy. Yes? Yeah. So, yeah, this will be part of the discovery also, yes? And I'll come to the calligraphy. What the calligraphy and the Tao Chang can do with that. Yeah? And you see, we meditate. What do we meditate for? Why do we meditate?
Find peace.
Yes, find a peace. Find the true inner peace, right? And we do yoga. I also did yoga many years. And I did Kung Fu many years. I did Wushu many years. And Wushu, yeah, I used to have a competition, yeah. Yeah, and it was quite a little. I had to get up at 5 a.m. every day. I don't know how that, in wintertime, it's quite hard, yeah. But I appreciate that process. So that helped me to learn the different modalities. And it's just why I speak so passionate about Tao calligraphy now, because I truly, with all the things I experienced, before I met Master Sha, I also tried all many spiritual things, physical, whatever, the personal development training, the business training, and also in California, you have so many spiritual organizations. Yeah, I also gone to every weekend. I've gone somewhere. So, and with everything I've tried, and this is how you call this word? I need an English word. Non-presidential. Yeah. Unpresidential. It's unprecedented. Thank you for that. Yes. Yes, exactly. Unprecedented. Yes, exactly that is. Good. Thank you, teacher. It's more than that. It's more than that. And also, it has to be in person. You have to feel that. Who has done a calligraphy? Raise your hand. Okay, number great, like half. Great, your experience. Sorry. Who hasn't? Just raise a hand. Who hasn't experienced Tao calligraphy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Be proud. Good. Only a couple first. Doesn't matter. Greg and Isabel start fresh and see where they are, right? And doesn't really matter. About the calligraphy and why that comes to calligraphy. Yes, why this one is being chosen. And first, who would not write in your life? Who would not write? Raise your hand. Would not write?
Doesn't know how to write.
No, who would not write anything during the day? Or reverse wise, who write every day? Good. Who write every day? Even with type, that's all writing, yes? Yeah, it's exactly writing. You see now. And why that come to calligraphy? Writing is something in our daily life. Even just as simple as a sign a name. Yeah, everyone writes. And also you notice, meaning that's something in our daily life. Yeah. Also you may notice that anything official, anything formal, anything has significant impact, we will write. Yeah. Yes, for working contract, for marriage, do you sign too? Yeah, so for any life event, you will write. Yeah, it means also it has more power to it, has more significance to it. Yes, this is a part of the reason that calligraphy is being chosen, because calligraphy has come from writing. Yeah, this is the first step, first layer. Next layer, why is calligraphy? And if it's only come from writing, it will not be enough. So remember, eventually it's about yin-yang balancing. last we can talk about more. I will speak more later on tomorrow. And so if only from writing is very young. And also particularly when what you write daily, if I can have a pen, just like a normal pen. Yeah, well, a regular pen probably good. Thank you so much, Craig. Yes. So normally we use this one to write, right? This carries, the message in writing, the officialness. But have you noticed this surface here? It's very hard, right? Very hard surface. And something in our soul, something in our heart. I need with water, if a cup with water. Also, I need the brush. My Faci brush is not here, so if I can have the one with brush, yes. So, and with this, how we write is this is a hard surface, yeah. You notice this brush, this is soft, yeah. There's magic. The biggest thing is in the simplest thing. It just oftentimes it's such the wisdom it's in right in our life. Just oftentimes we don't notice it, yeah. But with this softness, you can feel yourself. You write with this, the feeling is hard, right? But with this soft brush, it's a soft. You see, it's a soft, yeah. Different sensation, and also not more than sensation. It's activate different part of our being. This activate the brain with that, yeah. This activate the heart and soul. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. And another thing is with this hard surface, we have to write in this 45 degree, isn't it? You cannot write with this. It's not comfortable. 道法自然. Some people after use brush, try to use this brand also this way. It's not meant to be 道法自然. So this meant to have this 45 degree. No, because if you write this way, the conflict, the resistance even greater. You try that, yeah? That's why you want to on the side, so resistance is less. Everything has resistance, yeah? But with a brush, you can actually, it's meant to be right this way. Yeah, with this circle. And it's no longer be written this way. Because this is a way you can draw a circle. Yeah? And this circle, when you draw that, you're going to know this is the Tao is a circle. Why is the Tao calligraphy so special? Because Tao calligraphy, it's constantly going through the circle. Yeah. They're putting something here. This is a constant going circle, yeah? Okay, we'll try it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Greg. So for instance, I'm writing down, just give it a show. This is circle, yes? Circle, yes? Circle. So the Tao calligraphy constantly going through the circle. Yeah? I will need a few more. Yes, thank you. So it constantly going through the circle, and this circle is a normal creation and a reverse creation. Yes. That's why it's so powerful. And I will speak about the normal creation, reverse creation in a minute. Actually, yeah, it's 3, but we also need that chart. Sorry, we did not. If Master Anderson can get, because I need also other brush. It's in the red bag, the brush, yeah. Because my Faci brush is not here. I have to use this brush for decoration, and I have a particular brush that I use to write more. Okay, so, and that's why we use brush. And for calligraphy, actually, calligraphy has been utilized more than art, but just a secret not released. Many people don't know. And this calligraphy using brush, most Western calligraphies, you also have a calligraphy here, English, British, German, Arabic. Arabic has a lot of calligraphy art, yeah, and much more. So, but most not using the brush, using those normal pens, etc., yeah. And the ones using brush, like Japan, they learn from Chinese calligraphy, Vietnamese, and Korean, but nowadays they use less and less. Even in China, use less and less. And the calligraphy in history has been was for the ones who know this is one of the very special spiritual practice for calligraphy. Yes, it's a spiritual practice, and if you see the famous calligraphers in the history, I did research on them, and none of them were only for calligrapher. The greatest calligraphers, they are actually most of them holding very high positions in the government, and not talking about the position, it's just the level of intelligence and influence that they're holding. For instance, the Shushen, in Chinese speaking Shushen, that's the calligraphy sage. We call that Wang Xizhi. He is most people only know him as a calligrapher, but he actually is the title is You Jiangjun. Chinese would know. You Jiangjun is a translation would be means right general. Right general. It's right very close, under the emperor. There is very close to the emperor, like 2 layers below also. Very very high level of position. And other people as well. If you say Ouyang Xiong, the Yu Gongquan, all the Liu Gongquan, all those people are not just normal people writing well, not at all. So they're actually very special people. And also, did we take a photo? Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Also that. Also, how the calligraphy being developed? Yes, the calligraphy being developed in a long time. Yeah. So first, the calligraphy had more than 3,000 years. That's for sure. But right now it's hard to say. No one can say for sure when is the first calligraphy ever created. But there are 6 types of calligraphies. Oh, it's here, right here. If I can, yes, perfect. That's my. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, and there's 6 types of calligraphy developed along the history, and I will speak briefly those 6 types and what's the significance about it. And the 6 types start from auricle bones. That's more than 3,000 years ago. Yes, auricle bones. And auricle bones are found nowadays on the shell of the turtle. And that's, at the time, that language is very different. That language Chinese language is sign language. But even nowadays, developed a little further away from the sign at the beginning. For instance, so, for instance, some sign. Oh, this is mark. It's permanent. Oh, thank you for that. I don't want to do that. Okay. Well, which one will be good?
I apologize.
It's okay. 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 Thank you for that. Okay. Okay. So, give you example. This sign. What is this sign? Sun. You're so smart. Yeah, this is truly sun. This is sun, yeah? So nowadays, this developed to be this. Oops. This is the sun. Yeah, it's same writing, but this is the auricle bone. At that time, that's how it's written. Yes? Another one. Wow, he's amazing. This is truly sunset. It means this is our nowadays writing. It means evening time. Dan, that's a particular time of the day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing, yes. So the Chinese language carries, actually, I see one word, I don't know where you can take it now. The Chinese language is like a time machine. It's like a time machine. It travels along the history, and it takes the histories along. Yes, takes the wisdoms, takes the virtue, also takes karma. Yes, so that's why in Chinese language you can see there's so much layers, so much wisdom in it, and particularly now when I'm teaching Tao calligraphy, then more information comes through. Even for there are a lot of hidden secret in the language that being lost along the years, and also not often being reviewed. Yeah. So these 6 types are first the oracle bones, as I spoke, that utilize more this original sign language. Yeah. And that's found in a like shell of the turtle, the bones, all those places. Then after that, there's some other types, but more like seal. For instance, this is stem, right? Stem. This type is a seal. Yeah, seal has a particular way of writing it, and the seal actually even nowadays being utilized. When I writing flow a book related to Tao calligraphy, so much more information being reviewed. Not everything I can share, but just for instance, for the seal type, if it's not a simple seal type, it also carries the soul. That the soul is very authoritative. So that's what at that time the seal type calligraphy carries, the present, and that's also part of the reason being last until today, but utilized mainly only for the stems. Stems present authority, right? So that's a seal type, and after seal has also, greater seal, smaller seal, doesn't matter to you. And the third one after that is called clerical. Clerical. I don't have example here. Clerical, it's more 隶书. It's like the flat line. It doesn't write this way. It goes at the end goes up. Like waves. This is major character, major symbol of that. And then after that, it's regular. There's some discussion after that could be the running style, but I would just take as a regular type. And regular type is what nowadays the Chinese character, what do you see? That's more in the printing characters, that's regular type. Yeah. And what's the significance from the regular type to the, oops, okay. So what's the significance from the regular from the clerical to the regular type? Each type, actually, they're not a simple changes or transitions. There's much meaning to it. For instance, the clerical. Clerical, I just write same words for you, yeah? Clerical. See the motion, right? This is clerical. And then after that, it's regular. Regular. Can you see the difference? Yeah? More flowing, right? What else? Yeah, they're more flowing, there's more ease. Yes. So if you notice, watch the language. The major changes here and here, right? Also here and here. Yes. Here doesn't have this stroke, but here does. Yeah. The language, we know the language, we don't change that easily. If we change a spell, then it's the same, it's not the same word anymore, right? If we say the temple, it's T-E-M-P-L-E. If we change that to T-A-M-P-L-E, there's something else, right? No one knows about that anymore. So we don't change that. How come they changed here? right? And that's what the wisdom that people have not really know is if you watch here to here, and the motion is from here. It's everyone can do with me. Also, if you're online, just try this motion, flat, right? Okay, can do it again, flat. Okay, good. Now you do this motion. What's the difference? Soft, right? Much easier, yes? Much easier. So what is, if I hold my hands up, just try it. If you hold your hands up, if you hold the hand up, and what's the natural position? You see? This is the natural position. If I'm not using power, just naturally, this is motion, right? The natural motion is not this. Your hand will not move to the right side without any particular force, yes? So this is natural motion. You see? So the wisdom in the subtleness, this is not a simple change. This change, in this change, there's major revolution in that time, or evolution, is that they are looking for more naturalness into the writing. Remember, Tao 法自然, Tao follows nature's way. So that's in the search of the nature's way. Yeah? And also here, there's why they change here. You see? If I do this naturally up, then it comes to the next stroke. Yeah? Versus here, you have to do like additional, but this is a natural flow. Okay? So these two change have happened because they're looking for natural. This is already the motion, the time they start to search for the natural movement. Okay? Natural. That's the word. But behind the natural, just go another layer deeper, what they were looking for through the calligraphy. It's actually the Chinese wisdom, which is one of the main key principles and guidance for not only for Chinese philosophy, but actually worldwide. It's the wisdom. It's called 天人合一. Yes, heard that? Yes. Heaven, 天 means heaven, 人 means human, 合 means join, 一 means one. So 天人合一 means heaven, earth, heaven, human join as a one. So heaven, when they see heaven, they include earth as well. Yes, so another way of explaining is heaven, earth, human join as a one. Yeah, this is one way. Also, 天人合一 also presents, 天 presents bigger universe, 人 presents a small universe. Yeah, so the bigger universe and small universe join as one. So for instance, inside the human body, everything outside there in the universe also here. The 7 stars also inside the body. Yeah, and the seasons also inside the body, and much more, right? So, and this is actually what the human was looking for, is to join as one with heaven, or with the bigger universe. This was the time when they were looking from those more authoritative style to more natural style. Yeah, there is definitely much more ease on that from this time on, but not yet fully. Okay, after that there is type called after regular, it's running style. Running style, much more flowing, like connecting. Yes, and after that it's called cursive 草书, which is even more flowing. It's much more flowing. And for this last type, the flowing type, yeah, and there's one, the most famous calligrapher for that type, it's called Huai Su, yeah. He's called Cao. He is being named as a Cao Shen. Cao means the cursive style calligraphy. Shen means a sage. So he's considered in the history as the sage of the cursive style. and very significant. And if you read his history, it's his story very interesting. He's a monk. Yeah, he's a monk, and not a modern monk. He's actually a Buddhist master. Has quite a significant achievement already. But how does he write calligraphy? Every time before he write calligraphy, he would drink. Yes, he would drink. Then he started to dance. Then until he find the places that then he will start to write. Why does he do that? Yeah, get off the mind, right? Get off the mind. Exactly, get off the mind. And also get out of this self, human self. Exactly. That's exactly what he tried. That's exactly what he used that for as a medium to get him to the state, and then he can flow in a way. Yes. So this whole journey of these 6 calligraphy styles along the history, that tells us one thing, that we human are looking for unity with heaven, isn't it? That's the 天人合一, heaven and earth, heaven and human join as one. That's what has been searching. Just maybe the people not even conscious about it, but that's what actually through the action they were looking for. Yeah, but have never been found totally. Yeah, until why the Tao calligraphy is special, so special, because Tao calligraphy. That's why I said it before. When you know about the history, what the human was looking for through all this 1,000 years, 5,000 years, more through the calligraphy, you know what Tao calligraphy is. Then you know that's the answer, because Tao calligraphy provides what's in all the 1,000 years the human was looking for, is to unite with the heaven, and to lose yourself, to total in that. We can call that divine flow. We can call the natural flow, whatever the name resonates with you. But it's in the condition that you just naturally flow without thinking yourself, without yourself, actually. That's a state. Yeah. And okay, yeah. So this is the Tao calligraphy, if I would write that. Yeah. And this is what the Tao calligraphy is. So Tao calligraphy is much more than just calligraphy writing. Tao calligraphy actually provides the answer what humanity have been searching for 3,000 or 5,000 years or more. Yeah. And this is what they're for. But through Tao calligraphy, it's also a journey to find that spot, to find that place. That is why some of us practiced have not fully realized. And it takes correct practice to be in that state. Once you're in that state, when you hit that spot, you know, that's it. That's the spot that people are talking about. Yes, I give you an example, the simple example. Okay, Elizabeth, if I can do with you. If you can hold this brush, just facing camera, just show everyone. Yes, just to show. Yes, hold like you learn. Very good. Yes, oh, good. You did practice. Yes, hold very tight. You see, very tight. Very good. So I'm going to do, thank you so much. Thank you, Elizabeth. And hold on a second. Not. Okay, so if you can hold your hands, yes. Okay, good. Yeah, exactly. You show me how you hold the brush, right? Okay. This is how you hold brush, yes. Good. So everyone you tong in, you can only feel. This is how you hold brush. Good. So now I'm going to show you. Okay. Close your eyes. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Now you match the energy. Good. That's it. What do you feel?
What do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel the energy going like this
Uh-huh.
through the universe coming to us.
Yes. She said she felt the energy flow through, like universe comes through us, and more. Don't get out. Stay there. Give her mic. Yes. What do you feel? Thank you. I hold for you.
When we changed just now,
Yeah.
what differently?
Yeah.
I felt more like grounded,
Yes.
more in my Mingmen.
Yes. Yes. You see, she felt more grounded, more in the Mingmen. Mingmen means the Daomen, the gate to the Tao. Yes. You see, yeah. Again, just remember. I'm gonna last time just remember that spot. Yeah, don't exactly matching that. Yes, that's your place to go home.
Now that felt effortless.
Exactly.
So the difference was the effortless.
Exactly, you got it. Good.
Yeah, because before I was trying,
Uh-huh.
and then it became more gradually effortless.
Yes.
And more in my body.
Exactly. Say that again.
More in my body, but
Yeah.
then more effortlessly
Yeah.
in my body
Yeah.
without trying.
Exactly. Before was trying.
Yeah.
Human efforts. Yeah. Later at the end, that was effortless. Was in your body. It was natural flow. Yeah. And your tear, your soul is crying. So now you just
Thank you.
great. Now you see, that's what I meant to have to do in the right way. Then you can find the spot. That, as I said, that moment you can feel is the right one. When you hit that spot, that's a place of effortless. That's a place of Tao. That's the place of home. Okay, so the Tao Calligraphy is very delicate, very delicate. Yeah, it's very little thing can make huge change. Yes. Why? Because also now when I'm start teaching more and more, I realize more and more the Tao Calligraphy, actually the Tao Calligraphy teacher needs the highest requirement. Why? Because Tao Calligraphy working directly with the people's soul. When you write Tao Calligraphy, your soul is opened. So with that moment, if you're doing right, your soul go deep right away to that place. Connect with the Tao, connect with the source. That's a feeling of home. That's a feeling of effortless. That you know it's right place. Tao is effortless. Tao is seamless. But most time we're humanly making it, yes, pushing it, and the result, not so, huh? Yes, and we struggle. We can feel that. So this is the time we're going back to Tao with Master Sha. Why he's so special? Because he's bringing that down. Yeah, if you know enough about him. Yeah. So Tao Calligraphy it's the vehicle. It's a spaceship actually. Spaceship to take Earth, going back to Tao. Yes, but to get on the spaceship, you have to do at first. You have to do it the right way. Otherwise, you don't even know where to open the door. Yes, That's why you need a teacher. That's why you need a good teacher. Yeah. So that's why I see the Tao Calligraphy not something you can practice at home. And for the people on the webcast, I don't know how far you are from Europe. Probably a little hard to fly overnight, but I will be there in Europe. Just whenever you have workshop, do it in person as best you can. Nowadays, we already provided online training, so you have options to go online, but you definitely do not want to practice yourself unless you're born master, right? That's probably not, other than Master Sha, we all need training, yeah. And even he also has a teacher, Professor Lee, so we all need a teacher, especially with the calligraphy. It's very delicate, as I said. It's very delicate, very little thing can make huge change, make a huge difference. Just like holding brush. If I don't show you doing holding brush, what's the complicated about it? But yet it's so complicated that can make a huge difference. Human efforts versus divine efforts. Yeah. Same as how you turn your brush, how you flow with the brush, how you allow yourself to be in a position to flow. That's totally, it's a little thing can make big difference. You have to find the right way. Okay. So eventually, through the Tao Calligraphy practice, what we want to come out is that we can feel our heart and soul. We can come out of our mind effortlessly. Yes. So I can share you. I used to have a morning practice that I used to practice 20 minutes or 30 minutes more meditation, but still with the 20, 30 minutes, I still have difficulty to get into the place. My mind, to quiet my mind. But now what I do with the calligraphy, I write calligraphy when I get up morning, just 2 minutes. I write Tao, and I write Da I. These 2 words are the most sacred words. Then I know exactly where I am. With that calligraphy, it takes me 2 seconds into the condition. This is a totally different layer of condition with a normal meditation. Meditation is wonderful, it's powerful, but it's just a different method. It takes much more efforts, and also different dimension of access. So, and with the Tao calligraphy, because the carriage is, the Tao connect with the oneness field, right? And when we write in the right way, it takes the right way there. Okay? And maybe for some of us take a little practice to be that place, but absolutely possible. Everyone's possible. It's just we have to learn the ways, okay, how do I tie my seatbelt? How do I get on the spaceship correctly? And so then you can go with it. Yes, it's a journey. And sounds good. You want to get on that spaceship? very, yes, very good. So that's why we want to learn Tao Calligraphy. Also, another thing is, when we learn the Tao Calligraphy, in the process, it's very sacred. Yes. So this is place is okay introduction, more catch up with you. But when we learn the Tao Calligraphy, I have time will be more, more dynamic with you. But there also more time. It's actually I will be very. It's the place of I will take you to a place that it's very sacred. You can feel that, and that's a time you even don't want to speak. Okay, so let me write something. Yes. Okay, thank you. Could everyone connect? Also for the people online on webcast. Remember, I said that in Hawaii again and sink in from here, from your mind to your heart, eventually to your jaw. Okay? Oh. Just make it right. Just make it right. Okay, good. Thank you. Everyone connect and be quiet. What do you feel? Everyone just looking at that, right? Do one more time. When we're writing, please be quiet, yeah? To find a different place, yes. Even our new, it's great. Even our new, can I, if I can, that's exactly the place. Yes, there's joy. You don't normally watch something so intensively. I can see your place. Your place is, your soul is drawn to that. Your heart. It's home, exactly. That's exactly right.
It's kind of like a homing beacon.
Can you give him her mic?
Yeah, like a beacon. It's like a light that goes out that draws you to the light.
Yes. Yes.
Like that's
Yeah. Yeah. Like lighting draws you to home, right? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Tao Calligraphy takes you to your true home. The home of the soul. That is why it's so powerful. And we also know about Yuan Shen, yes? Yuan Shen. Yuan Shen is our true self, or sometimes we call higher self. You know, spiritual teaching called the higher self, other spiritual teaching. So, Tao Calligraphy, we all who want to connect with our Yuan Shen. Everyone, there's no question. Eh? Tao Calligraphy is the fastest way to connect you to Yuan Shen. Tao Calligraphy is the fastest way to unfold your Yuan Shen. You see? That's why it's so powerful. That's why we have been called by Master to write Tao Calligraphy, do Tao Calligraphy, because that's the fastest way to connect with our higher self, true self. From that place, everything will be different. Yes, you can feel now. I can feel the room. The frequency is dropping from here to here. Yes. The frequency, of course, is higher, but your place of operating is already changing from here to here. Yeah, and with the more, even go down to the Mingmen, and more. You see, Greg, how much more he's counted in that place. It's very special. Yes. Yeah. So that's why you want to learn Tao Calligraphy. Yeah. Good. And I give you another perspective. I know you still want to look at this for a moment. You're gonna look at this whole weekend, okay? And is something to clean?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I can do that. Thank you. So I will draw another map, which is so for in our life. You tell me in our life what do you want? Huh? Happiness. Okay. Yes. Yes, joy, happiness. Yes. More.
Peace.
Love, peace. Yes.
I really want to connect with what I'm supposed to be doing.
Huh?
I really would like to connect with what I'm supposed to be doing.
Your true life purpose, right?
What
Yeah.
ways this woman can explain it through?
Yes. Life purpose. Okay. I know you're in a different space. You notice when you're in different space, what you want is different. Yeah? You want a peace, you want a love, you want happiness, you want your life purpose. But when we come out of this room, this place, then we want, okay, cookies. We want to have a job. We want to have business. Business is a good thing, but I just want to list here as, and we want to have a relationship. We want to have spiritual journey, yes? And families, yes? Families. Okay, there are more. And what I want to say is, you notice we want so many things, but yet it's not very effective. Yeah, we struggled, we told apart in some way that we struggle which one is priority, which one comes first. Actually, life not meant to be that way. Yeah, and we struggled by doing here, want to change here or here somewhere else. Yeah, and we even thinking happiness, we need to do something to be happy. Yes, we do to get happy. So, so most of the times, how we get in those things are we're in the motion of doing. Yes, the whole life, most of the time we're running in the doing at the mind level. Yeah, but yet there is better way to do it. Yeah, like Elizabeth said, the key words actually effortless. How do you know the Tao? Tao is when you're in that place, you can feel it's effortless and seamless. Why Tao Calligraphy is so powerful? It carries exactly this, effortless and seamless. So what's missing is here. Yeah, everything. If you've gone through the business evening with me, you know that I will talk again and again. It's to the core. No matter what you do, always find the core. Start from the core. That's where you can have a penetration. That's where you can have the least thing but most result. Yeah. So then we also wonder what is the core in the middle of everything we do, everything we're living in life. What is that core? You cannot speak because you know, or if you remember. What is that called?
The why?
Uh-huh. Everyone's thinking.
What are you talking?
Hmm?
The whole? The core.
The core that you can, the core of everything we do here.
More? What are you asking? What is the core?
The center, your center.
Yeah. What is one thing you can do that you can change everything here? Yeah. Okay. So you're still in the thinking. Actually, answer already given. It's just we didn't see it. We call it what? Human. Exactly. That's the answer. The call is a being. All right. So in order to change everything, most effective way is to change the core of the beingness. Then everything will change because everything here is extension of our beingness. You see? Here's a core. So to change, to make your life much smoother, everything is if you can change here, the inner core, the being part, then everything we do, everything we want will be different. Why Tao Calligraphy powerful? Tao Calligraphy works here. Yes. So Tao Calligraphy take you to the place that your inner being changes from soul, heart, mind, body, all levels. Then everything you do will be different. You see? That is why. You got that? And that's why for times when we have the Tao Calligraphy training, some of us saying, I have a work to do, I have this to do, and we're, this is here. But if you can let that go, work on here, then you go back to do your work, will be totally different. I can tell you, I do my work nowadays totally different. Even for business plan, I would not think anymore. I would just stay find the place, meditate, allow that to come to me, to flow through me. Yes, I cannot do that without connecting here. I cannot do that without a Tao Calligraphy, to find that place, that deep within, to connect to our heart and soul, to connect to our Yuan Chang, that everything come out of that place will be different. Yes. So like recently I had the honor to work on the plan for the Tao Chang. And I remember the first thing I told myself is I don't want that to be my plan. I want that to be heaven's plan. So my first job is to get myself out of the way, then allow heaven to come to deliver the message. So that's what I did too. Before I do anything about the plan, I would trace, I would meditate, and then I start to flow. And then I asked to deliver the message through my dreams, whatever the time appropriate. And the plan, at the end, I can read the plan. The frequency is totally different place. Then I remember when we shared that in the co-team, one master teacher had a comments which really touched my heart. He wrote to everyone, he said, this is really a great plan. I can see in every page the love. I can see the love in every page, every sentence. Yeah. The love in the business plan which we normally do. You see? So even for the business plan, we also will be much more powerful. Actually, the only way to make it powerful is to operate from here, from the heart and soul, not from the mind. Otherwise, you can feel the frequency is not right, the framework is not, then limited. Yeah? Okay. Good, good. So, you want to see that picture? And this is why we want to do the Tao Calligraphy. The Tao Calligraphy takes layers, layers and layers and layers. And it's so many layers. So first we need to find the right way to come in, yes? But even when you come in, we also have layers and layers up. I cannot say I know enough calligraphy, not at all. I'm learning every day, every time when I teach Tao Calligraphy. I'm also learning about business every day, every time I teach about a business. Yes, I remember one time I offered, that was probably the first time ever, I offered blessing for Tao business. That blew my mind away. Not my mind, blew my whole being away. Then I thought, oh, I know nothing about business. I know nothing about Tao business. Just because how big that came, then I realized my heaven has so much to release, we have no idea yet. Yeah, so that's why it's so important to keep the open mind, to keep the open heart, to always have the sense of wondering, the beginner's mind. Then we're always in the journey of discovery. From that place, there is unlimited potential. If we think we know, the box is full, the cup is full. For this cup, this is with water, right? Can I do anything with it? Can I have another cup? Yes. So with this cup has water in it, just as a cup, yeah. And this one, well, I need an empty cup. But you get the picture, yes? So with the empty cup, I can do anything. But with this one, I can only hold water. That's it. That's the possibility. But with the empty one, I can put the pencil there. I can put the flower there. I can put a tissue there. I can draw a picture inside and out. You see? Have unlimited potentials, possibilities. That's where we want to get to. We want to empty ourselves. Then we have unlimited potentials, possibilities. That is what Tao does. Why Tao is emptiness? Because without emptiness, you have everything. Why we call journey of discovery? Because we want to unfold. Then we unfold layers and layers and layers. Then we can remind ourselves in the state of emptiness. Then we constantly discover. Then we constantly grow. Yes? Thank you. Sounds good? Good. Very good. So, okay, very good. So we talk about the state of discovery, right? This is the state. Once you take from here, you take to your life. This is what we want. We don't want you to just change here. We want you to take to your life. You see Greg and Elizabeth, why they came all the way here? Because they felt something special. They are highly educated people, yeah, highly successful MDs and much more. I will not speak too much. They really have very special credentials. They will not easily follow someone, isn't it? You will not easily follow someone. So, yeah, there must be something that touched your heart deeply. You felt this is really true. Yeah, it is really working. And so talk about different layers about Tao calligraphy. The Tao calligraphy has so many layers. Now we come to the state that's ready for the Tao Chang. Tao Chang is another expansion of Tao calligraphy. So even for Tao Chang, we don't know enough about it yet. Yeah. So we think that Tao Chang is the field, a circle formed with calligraphy, right? It's a circle of calligraphy, but much more than that. The Tao calligraphy is carrier of the oneness field. Yeah, the frequency you can feel already. The frequency, nowadays people talk about so much about frequency and vibration. You can feel yourself. I don't have to see that is the frequency high or low, right? Just by where we're operating, you can already feel that. So Tao Chang definitely carries, along with the Tao calligraphy, some of the highest frequency and vibrations. Yes, that's for sure. And but Tao Chang still have so many layers to it, yeah. And the time when I had an opportunity to work with the Tao Chang plan, then I was so shocked. How big is that plan? I was more than shocked. So the Tao Chang plan would cover the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. Much, much, much more. But it will change, it will evolve along the time. It's just something I cannot see yet to you fully. But it's going to reveal when the time is coming. Just like calligraphy also has layers, right? So in this weekend, we're also going to walk you deeper into the Tao Chang. When we're going to put up for about 20 Tao Chang calligraphies, which is such blessing. You know, this is a special retreat that meant to for calligraphy Tao Chang. That's why we have received a special permission to put the Tao Chang calligraphy up. Otherwise, it's not allowed here, not proper. So which means in the whole weekend, you're in such field. Yeah, you know the Tao Chang session, normally it's $50 per hour, right? You will be there for this field for the 2 days. You cannot honor enough. The honor fee is way too low. In the future, definitely have to increase. But this is a time we're lucky in the beginner. This is the second one. Thanks, Mas Jimena, for inviting me here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And so we will review more to you what is Tao Chang about, but it's much, much more than what we think. But just to show you the layers, and I will show you the calligraphy. For instance, the time we have come to. Where's my brush here? Okay. Remember, at the beginning we think it's only writing calligraphy, yes? But calligraphy has so much to it. And remember, Master said one thing. Master always asks us 2 words. What's the student about? Service and purification, right? Service and purification. Serve others unconditionally and purify constantly. So we do that. And what's recently came to me, I was shocked by what's calligraphy. By this, what I'm going to show you, this you saw in Hawaii, what this about. It's beyond amazing. It's beyond amazing. Can we have a slide up?
So, yes, you need to actually move this.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, you know what? Let's hold a moment. So I'm going to, thank you for that. I was thinking before we move, maybe we'll do it here. Can we have a brush? Can we find one brush?
Just an ordinary brush.
Yes, ordinary brush. Who had learned, I know you did, the Da? Any actual calligraphy, any? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you. Are you okay to let someone to use? This is full. Okay, good. Then it's okay. All right. So, Gloria, if you can come. Gloria, come all the way from Jackson. Good. If you can just write it down here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Good. Okay. All right, if you can just stay on the side. Yes. And one thing that the gift from heaven is heaven allows me to see you through your calligraphy. Yes, to see your different levels. Yes. So here, Gloria is what I say, Gloria. Yes, and is you first. You have an inner beauty, inner graceness, but have not fully come out yet. Yeah, it's covered by, yet it's a little bit a rough surface. Yeah.
Yes.
And particular thing is with her right now. It's happening. Major thing. It's a disalignment between her spiritual life and physical life. It's, in other words, it's a physical heart and a spiritual heart. True, not true? Yes, good. And the other thing is, you seems have really have challenges to finish the things.
I saw that on the ending line.
Yes, yes. But more than that, yeah, it's the when it comes good, then you start to shake. You start to shake, then you drop the ball. Not even finish, you drop the ball. True, not true?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. I'm gonna do this, but it's a also your body, the balance, the left hand side and right side balance is also not quite there. Yes. Okay. So we'll do a correction here. Can close your eyes. Someone can do reading. Lali, right? And who else can see well? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. So if you can come aside a little bit so that people can see, because the people, yeah, just on that. Yeah, that side is okay. Glory, if you can stay there. Yes. Okay. So I will do a correction. Everyone, tone in. You close your eyes. How? You feel in your body too, yes? It's amazing you feel in your body too. Who can share what do you see, what do you feel? Lali? You can watch that and please, Lali.
Thank you. So I had my eyes closed as you were writing, correcting it. I saw her body before she was like this. I saw her left side went more into balance.
Yeah.
And her mind came into the heart, and it took a while to get into her jaw. While it was happening, I saw things were happening in the lower stomach, and as if there was a emotion that she was holding, probably from many lifetimes. That was kind of difficult to shift. And as Gloria was shifting, everybody else was also kind of adjusting in the chair for whatever imbalance there was.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing how without for normal people it's like, oh, she just wrote, and how it happened in our body.
Yeah.
It's the masters that work with Master Cecilia. We're so grateful. We can't thank you enough, can't bow down enough to Master Shah and to all the saints who are working, who are present here, helping us to align.
Yes.
Yeah, so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, Master Shah. Great. Who else see or feel? Yes, he can share with.
Do I have
If
to
you
come
don't
up
mind.
there?
No, that's okay. If you don't
Yeah,
mind, you can. If that's fine. If you
stay
just
right
want
here.
to speak there.
I was touched by if you have children who are out of balance
Yeah.
and you let them draw it and
Yeah.
then you fix it, it's going to
Yeah.
help the babies and children
Yes.
with like
Yes.
autism and
Yes.
other nervous things.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was what
Yeah.
come at me.
Yeah, exactly. Her body was shaking. I saw her. She was sitting there when I was doing the correction. She's absolutely right. I had a chance to work with some children came to the workshop. This is my dream. I really want we have teacher for children as quickly as possible. The children's beyond the changes in them. The children with one participant brought her daughter to the workshop for 2-3 days. Her daughter was just playing, not really doing the learning. But they went home, and then 2 weeks later, I saw him. He came to me. He was like, "I have to share something. It's too amazing." And my daughter, we went home, and before I always correct her homework, always cricket, whatever he write, always cricket. And after they went home, and suddenly she read everything straight. He said, "What happened? Why?" I said, "Of course, that's Tao Calligraphy. It's realigning, adjusting your shen qi jing, your soul, heart, and mind, body. That's why I start to write straight." And then when I shared that last time, the other mom came to me and said, they also had a 11 and 13-year 2 boys. She said the same thing happened to their son, but more than that, it's their son, they felt not only the writing become more balanced, the emotional more balanced, the mental more balanced, and much more loving and caring. It's a quality you hardly see in the teenager boys. It's amazing. And her daughter, she said was, she wrote me a letter, email for me to use for book probably, had, how you call it, dyslexia? Dyslexia. And she said in the email, I remember, he said, so many children have dyslexia and more, and he wished that the calligraphy, they can have a chance to learn and write Tao calligraphy. That will change their life beyond words. Yeah, this is my dream. Yeah, it's really amazing. It's good that she thought that. Very good. So, yes, ma'am, sure.
So Gloria, I was not in the room, but it's okay because heaven shows you the images anyways, right?
Yes.
So how? So this is the source, yeah? So for you, my beloved daughter, Gloria. Actually, this is, I just want to say, the magnitude of what you received. So I'm going to give you the flow, but the magnitude is much more than, it's much more significant than just adjusting some imbalances in your lower abdomen in this lifetime. Okay? It's way more than that. I was just going to do the flow, but I thought I'd better just prepare everybody.
Yes.
How? Yeah? How? So with this, for you, my beloved one, Gloria, on this day, this blessing has changed, has corrected. Has corrected mistakes that you have carried for many, many lifetimes. There's one in particular that has been with you for almost 300 lifetimes. And has had a strong influence, effect on many aspects of your life, most specifically your spiritual journey. This blessing has removed a great amount of the blockages, the Shen Qi Jing negativity related to this mistake, and has cleared the path. Not only has it cleared your path, this blessing has now aligned your path with the Tao path, with the path back to the Tao, back to the source. How? It's actually, because we're on social media, we have to be a little bit careful, but you understand the significance, right, of what's being said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Master.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Master Jimena. Thank you. Yeah, I can feel it's much bigger. It's just because of the situation, we could not see everything. Much bigger. Have you noticed? Have you watching her? It's totally aligned. Coming here, when she first came, he's just standing there. You were leaning. Standing. Yeah. It's a balancing. Everything shifts. It's amazing. When she came, I noticed it was like that. Yeah. Yeah, cook it, just like the word cook. And look at now. It's amazing. Shwa, yeah? Oh, amazing. Oh, it's amazing. You can write another one. Yes, let me get that. So you see that's still not fully dry yet. You can allow your soul to flow. Good. That's power, yeah. Did she just do it? Yes, she just did it.
I just did it.
Wow.
Did you save the other one to compare?
Yeah, we should. Actually, this weekend we have to have a concert. Someone take photo. Otherwise, how do you know? Yeah, but it's different. Yeah. Can you feel the difference? Can you feel the power? The power, you feel that? Even I feel for this one, like there's a power. Not only but the writing. Of course, the writing, the form is already changed, quite significant. But also the power come out of it. She committed. Yeah. She's like, I'm doing it. Yeah, exactly. She's committed to doing it. Oh, amazing. Oh, what do you see? What do you feel?
It was really interesting because when I wrote the first one, I've never written the end like that before, and I thought, oh, isn't that interesting? It's not finished. It's like I left it hanging. And when the blessing started, then, I connected inside to be feeling. And I could feel the left side of my body just shaking. And even like pinpricks.
You got it.
Yeah. And I have a left eye that drifts up. A neuro-ophthalmologist said I was born with it. And, that caused this to tilt and this to tilt. And it's just, just standing here right now, I've never felt solid.
Yeah, see?
But I feel solid. Whoa, you got to try this. Not try it, you have to do it. Do it.
Yeah, amazing.
No hesitation.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
She felt solid because now it's come to the balance, alignment, and much more internal and adjustment.
And I knew I had to be here in person.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Very
Thank
good.
you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes. Yeah. It's lots of us had the pattern of not finishing up. That wasn't a small. That wasn't by accident not finishing up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. If glory isn't true or not that you have tendency in your life to drop the things without finishing. Yes. 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 Yeah. I don't have to know you to. I can see from here. Yes. Yeah. So this is the reading. This is a reading from the Tao Calligraphy, but much so already many people amazed about this already, yes, by just reading your life through the calligraphy, and it's beyond. But now having allowed me to go a step forward is to not only read, is to change it. Have you seen that? That just happened. And this is what developed, evolved, and now we're ready. This is the second time we're releasing publicly. Last week in Hawaii was the first time we're releasing publicly. This is actually very, very significant if you really recognize what it is. I'm going to show you a couple of slides. If you can, I think we need to do some adjustment here. Do we need to move this? Yeah. Okay. It's more, okay. Yeah. So this power has been given to me step by step. There was a times at the beginning I would correct someone and the person get well, and I would carry for days and long time discomfort, and more than discomfort. Yeah. And I can lost my mind, I could not think, and my body, it's all the disalignment come here a lot. But one thing that I did continuously was I continued to correct the person. Then that's how I haven't released the power. Yeah. And now with the power I have seen, it's stunning. Even myself is stunning. This time we need to make sure we take photo before and after, because I don't think they take a photo before and after for the person, but I'm going to describe to you. She also did a testimonial for the ones in Hawaii, also done online. She shared, she had sciatica, how call that? Sciatica, yeah, sciatica. For I don't know how long, probably a long time. Many years probably, yes. And she could not sleep. That's how heavy that is. And she could not sit. But when I started to offer this on Saturday, she did not go for it. Even she wanted to go for it, so she hesitated. And then on Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? I forgot. I think Tuesday. Yeah, I forgot. There was, then the people called me, said emergency, need an emergency blessing, because she can barely move. And so when we put her in the chair to sit, if the camera can do, how she said, there were 3 people hold her to sit, was this. That's how pain that is. 3 people hold. And after this, you see how now? She after the blessing, in the blessing we can just see her hips moving, the hips moving during the time when I'm doing the, so to speak, correction. And then she stand up like this. Wow. And then she walk like this. Was a second, few seconds. Was breathtaking, was stunning. Yeah, for the changes. And how much we have to spend money for the sciatic, right? Not talking about the money, go to doctor, it doesn't bring that much. And the pain, when the pain is so painful that you cannot sleep, that's heavy, yeah? And that was what she wrote before. That's what she wrote later. And this, you see, she cannot finish because there's just the movement doesn't allow her to get there. You see here, yeah? But not more than that, can you see the flowness, the light? Yeah. Actually, this is a light. This is where the light come out of the calligraphy. This one has no light. Yeah, I wish next time we really should take a photo before and after. This is after her balance, her face, and before. Oh my gosh, that was so suffering. That's why it was emergency. We have to help her. Yeah, it's amazing transformation. Yeah, in a few seconds. Next. Yeah, next, Joanne, very lovely lady, very lovely lady. So for her, what we did is, from the reading, I can see that she has some unclearness on the mind, here, and also the grounding. Second, third is the balancing between the left and right. Yeah, so I did a blessing for her. I'm not a blessing. It seems I'm writing it, correction, but it's more than that. You know, right? So I opened it up here, the mind. Yeah, and did correction here, strengthen the foundation, and you see what happened. She wrote after herself. Wow. Yeah, this is different presence. This foundation, and this mind. She also came for a personal consultation. I did another thing for her. She came the last night. If you remember, the people said they have never seen her in such peace in the whole, I don't know how many years they know her. She was sitting there solid and peace and grounded like never before. It was amazing. That's her power. She's very, very beautiful soul. Very, very beautiful soul. Very heart-touching. She has so much to give, and she has such heart to give. Yeah, and she will. But with this transformation, she can open much, much more doors. Yeah, for she brings like peace harmony to organizations and much more. Just really stunning. Next one. Ah. Can we show this? Yeah, that's Elizabeth. And that's before and after. Yes. Can you see the spine column? Spine column, how straight? The also strength. You see the grounding here? This is not a simple writing. Why we're challenged by writing is because of internal Shen-Qi-Jing blockages. For someone to write it well, why it takes so long? It's because of the Shen-Qi-Jing blockages has to go, and then you can write well. That's why traditional takes 20, 30 years of practice. Now we're doing less than 1 year. Yeah, this is totally different presence. Yeah, yeah, and Elizabeth also her grounding much more, right? Her grounding and many, many qualities came. Next one. Masatida, can you see this? This is two different person, yeah? And with her, what I did was to draw her inner power out. Masatida is such beautiful heart and always serving quietly, but she has inner strength, has not fully come out yet. Yeah. So that was for her, was to bring her inner strength out. You see here, the power, the presence, much, much more. And yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's one of the things I was lacking. I remember when I was doing calligraphy.
Yeah. Because calligraphy it reflects our person, inside person. Actually, all the soul, spiritual body, physical body, emotion body, spiritual body, it's all reflect on the calligraphy. So by doing this work, it's actually transforming all the body. That's why we're so amazed in that night, myself included. Everyone is so amazed. And we call that a person makeover. You have the what a house makeover, what that is. This is a person makeover in seconds. Next one. Oh, Master Patrick, is he on that? I think he's online. Can you feel the presence here? The power? Yeah, it's amazing. And also his mind being adjusted with more strength and clarity. Yes, that's after how present is. Next one. This is from a city in Europe. This is before and this is after. It's interesting, in that group, a lot of people have hips disalignment. Some a little higher, some a little lower, and I can rate exactly where they are. And that also shows, you see here, yeah? And that's, you see here, it's totally different. And I was crying. For him, Ulrich, very, 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 all those people here are such beautiful people. Yeah, it's, but with this work, what I really touched my heart so much is with this work, there so much more inner qualities come out, and also the physical struggles. See him? Can you see here? This is his spine column, and with that spine, I don't know about that much about him, so I just saw the writing. I said, you have a Shenjing blockage on your lung area, on your spine cord is not strengthened, not straight. And he said yes. He said I had a breathing challenges for things of birth. Yeah, and I did a correction. You see afterwards. Can you see the spine column? Totally different. This one before was like that, and after was like this. And can you see his standing? His alignment, his standing. Before was like this, yeah, and was amazing. I remember he said he felt wow for long time he felt that he can finally breathe. I remember that. You have to understand, if someone have a breathing challenges, it's very, 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 yeah, amazing. This is from a birth, this condition for more than 60 years in a second. It's stunning. And another person also had a back pain, was hips disalignment and a back pain, and more was from, she said, from 20, and now she's 40 something, so more than 40 years. Also, she was demo, so in a second, gone. She cannot believe it. So she crying from the whole day, whole time, and she said, "How could this happen? I tried all the ways, and it does not happen, and this in second." Yeah, it's amazing, great. Okay, so this is what we're going to release this weekend. Yes, this is actually very major. I cannot speak too much on the, right now yet, but on the weekend I will speak more to you. I'll release more to you. What's the meaning about it? What's the depth about it? It's very, very significant. This can happen in seconds, versus it takes the conditions 40, 60 years. It's very special. Yeah, good. How to bring here? Like last time, I remember one person thought this master gave me download. No, I cannot even talk to him for that. This is just having released that without master's soul's physical presence. And I was shocked by myself, and I'm deeply grateful for that, for allowing me to channel this, to show this to you. This is the next layer of Tao calligraphy power. Yes, this is what I totally trust. This is only starting. So if I can do it, you can do it. But you just have to be willing to walk through the journey, yes? Remember, to really put your heart and souls and to really honor Tao calligraphy practice. And the key, why having released this, Masha spoke about it, how the power releasing by purification, by service. Yeah. So when we purify, when we serve, there will be much more layers and layers and layers of power being released to us. With that power, then we're able to serve much more. This is the only reason they give it to us. Yes. Yeah. Excited, yeah? Yeah. Everyone's like, great, great. So you're gonna have the last trait. Can I have the Tao Chang calligraphy? So this whole weekend we have goodies after goodies, yeah. It's more than good. It's a discovery. So many things are revolutionary. I will be releasing this weekend. Yes, I think it's that one. Yeah. Who has been to the Dao Chang yet? Okay, great. We're going to explain to you this Dao Chang. Dao Chang is Chinese word, means Dao means source, right? Chang means field, so it's a field of Dao. Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. If you can hold. Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, isn't it amazing? This is amazing. So I'm going to explain to you, yeah. The calligraphy also involved with development state. At the beginning was only one word, yeah. And now if you notice it's all connected. It's a second phase because this is connecting to the total oneness field, yeah. And the next layer, this is the one Master Sha only him can do. And because it needs a purity that only he has it. Yes. The calligraphy in the weekend we're going to talk about, it's about bring the ability to bring down the light, love and light, right? All the source blessings down. That's why we need to purify this channel. So the more we purify, then the more we can bring down. Yeah. And so the next level is, this is the circle. This is not a simple circle. This is oneness circle. Yeah, this is connect to the oneness field directly, and this actually connect more than that. It's connect to the source. There are more I speak this weekend. Yeah, so this is a circle of creation. Yeah, normal creation, reverse creation, which means inside is a new creation. Yeah, so this is a heart. So inside this circle, that's Tao heart. Creation, that's a Tao circle, right? So inside is a heart, then this is Tao heart. This calligraphy can offer the Tao down low, any dimension, third dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, much higher. But our body has to be ready for it. You know, if the body is not ready, it's just like, you know, there. For instance, if I put 300 watts there, it's going to blow it. So that's why we have to develop our frequency, and our body can contain it, and then can increase it. Okay, so this is a special Tao Yuan Chang calligraphy. Now only this form of calligraphy formed the Tao Chang, allowed to call it Tao Yuan Chang or even Tao Chang. And that's what this weekend we're going to talk more about. What is a Tao Chang? What, why, how of Tao Chang? Okay. So now I'm going to we're going to trace, and you're going to have everyone receive blessing. You can feel the power of Tao Chang calligraphy. Close your eyes. You're blessed. This is a really good job, right? Okay. So connect also the people online, and as appropriate to open your heart and soul to Tao Calligraphy and Tao Chang, to truly recognize the power and significance. This is more than life-saving. I will trace for you. Make sure this one is not on the screen.
I made very good.
Thank you. Da, sing, da, sing. Can you feel? Absolutely, yes. It's amazing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can breathe. Thank you, Master Shunil. Wow, I can see. Yes, you want to be there. Huh? Everyone's oh. Good. This is what we're going to experience more this weekend. Yeah. And we're also going to walk through the journey of Tao Chang to understand much deeper what, why, how of Tao Chang. It's much more than what it looks like. It's already so powerful, but that's much more layers to it. Okay? So we're going to discover this weekend. Aww. So sweet, he's crying, yeah? Good. So, as a last, I would like to ask Greg and Elizabeth to share a few words on the weekend with me in Hawaii. And Greg can also share with you about his transmission, also the healing, if you like. Yes.
Ladies first.
You'll be so famous now.
Share about the weekend.
Yeah. What brought to you? What the transmission for you?
It's really difficult to put into words actually what happens in a workshop because it's not happening out here. It's happening inside. And it's a level of transformation that we're unaccustomed to. And it's a true transformation. That is that you're the inner you, the real you, the you that you always wanted to be, I'll say, is gently and gracefully unfolded in a way that's natural and painless and joyful. So I would say it's not something that can be really described, but you can certainly be here tomorrow and experience that for yourself, which is really the only way. So I would really welcome everyone, to come and be together for this experience.
And as a male, the first thing I say is, yes, dear. Very elegantly stated. And the one editing I would perhaps make is yes, that it is an internal process that is expressed externally. I called it my birthday because it actually was a rebirthing experience. And the descriptions previously stated with regard to what has been within me is now being expressed for all to share. And my life's mission became much more clear during this experience. Now, with regard to physical transformation, about a decade ago, I had a set of circumstances and a condition that was identified as Bell's palsy. Left side of my face, after a trip with whatever life events that triggered it, became neurologically involved, and I sought every type of intervention that I knew of. As a physician, I had access to direct medical care, the best neurologists that were available, in Houston, Texas, and many fantastic three-dimensional practitioners utilizing the most advanced programs that they knew, and with limited to some neurologic return. And I had also access, as you might expect, that I have not been a neophyte to alternative interventions, and I still had significant residuals. As was expressed by Elizabeth, totally effortlessly, nearly instantaneously. I now smile much more symmetrically, much more joyously, much less effort. The physical sensations that I had, feelings of asymmetry and heaviness, when by the end of the day, my muscles were tired. Some of those guys weren't working, the other guys were working overtime, and it just wasn't nearly as clear. So there is physical transformation, as you witnessed tonight as well. And it's fun! It's fun, guys! It's really fun to be able to be yourself and shining and having fun. So, as I will echo Elizabeth, look, we were smart enough to come for a second bite of that juicy pear. This is your chance. If you're thinking if you're online and you haven't already committed, get yourself here. This woman is fun, and way more than anyone that you have likely ever had the personal experience to meet. Yes. She is one of the most remarkable people on this planet, and I mean that exceptionally sincerely. So be sure to come on down and be here to experience the aloha and that's brought with us, and have some fun with us tomorrow and throughout the entire weekend. The rest of your life will never be the same.
Thank you. Amazing. I kept watching him for his face, because he received, the whole weekend transferring. Also, he received a calligraphy blessing for the nerves imbalance or balance. He's a doctor, MD, yes. But you see, today it's amazingly balanced. My gosh.
Continuing to transition.
And then the flexibility here, it's amazing. As the doctor said, this condition, after 6 months, doctor cannot do anything with it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Amazing. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, Master Shah.
Thank you, Master Shah.
Wow. We're going to see by the end of this weekend, there will be further. And I remember Elizabeth kept watching on him, because every time when I watch him, he sees my heavens tip, goes to work on him.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing, yeah. They continue blessing you. Oh,
yes.
Blessings.
Beautiful. Wow. Thank you. Beautiful. And both of them, Greg and Elizabeth, will do very, very important work for the mothers. I have no doubt. Yes, they're doing very big projects. I don't know whether I can see the detail, but their heart is very, very big. Yeah, they had such big heart and big commitment to bring to humanity, and they can feel that's their soul's calling, that's soul's job, to bring what they want to bring. There's so much more. Yes, yeah. It's just starting. Great. But it's already so beautiful, yeah? Getters, this will be really special journey. I think they spoke really well enough, yes, you can get that. It's a journey. Really, it's no word to describe. You just have to experience it, and that's the difference. You know, it's not something you learn. I never want to learn something from here. I want to experience. Then that's yours. Yes, exactly. That's yours. Stay here forever. Okay, great. So thank you so much. Did you enjoy? Yes. Great, great. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us online, and we look forward to seeing you on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Master Shunya.
So let's give a big hand for Master Shunya. Thank you, Master Cecilia. 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 Love 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 you, Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really, really love you, Master Cecilia. Really love you, Master Cecilia. Really love you, Master Cecilia. So we are just so grateful to have such wonderful teachers from around the world who come and share their wisdom and their spiritual, really spiritual power. You know, I think what you said, Doctor, was very apropos. This is not an ordinary person. This is someone who has been blessed to bring a huge amount of light and love and transformation into the world, and we're so blessed to have her here. So tomorrow, you can join us starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. All you have to do is go to Facebook, Master Sha Soul Healing Center. On the left-hand side of the page, you'll see events. Click there, and it will give you a link to go to the registration page. Alternately, you can go to drsha.com, click on events, click on the calendar, look for tomorrow's date, and it's called Tao Calligraphy and Tao Chang Discovery. Did you discover more about calligraphy tonight? Yes. Did you discover more about yourself tonight? Yes. That's the important part. Did you discover more about your soul tonight? Yes. Great. That's where we're headed. We're all going up the same mountain. Master Cecilia is going to show us some shortcuts. Okay, so we welcome you to join us from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. tomorrow, you got to experience the Tao Xin calligraphy. We have a very special room here in our center where these blessings are given every week. Not only is there Tao Xin, there are 40 of those calligraphies covering every important part of the body. So it creates a field of transformation for not only the whole physical body, but the whole emotional body, mental body, spiritual body, energetic body. So you walk in there, and it's like taking a shower for your soul. All the you know, I studied with a teacher, a Native American man who was from the Northwest tribes up around in Oregon and Washington. And they have a word for it. And it's, I could never pronounce it quite right, but it's something like tsulik. And it's that stuff that gets on you in life, and it just sticks to you, and you can't get it off of you. We call them Shenqi Jing blockages. Soul, heart, mind, energy, matter blockages. But that's what it does. You walk in there, and it's like invisible rain is just washing all of that away from inside and out, head to toe, skin to bone. Master Sha said, it's like a car wash for your soul. But car wash only does the outside. We do the whole thing, inside, outside, all around. So that's from 9 to 10 every Saturday morning. We call it the Tao Yuan Chang blessings. And so we'll go in there. You can do that by live stream. So what you would do is you will register again at either Facebook or drsha.com. And there's a small honor fee for that. And then we send you the link for the live stream to join with us. Or you can come do it here in person. In person, even better. There's a group of us that have been doing it every week for some time now. I actually just met with somebody who did this about 2 months ago. He did one session and received some of those, some blessings. And he came back today. He has a hernia on his right side. And he came back to say, and he said, well, the physical hasn't gotten any worse. It's been stable. But he said, but what this has done for every other part of my being has been just amazing. And he said, I think with more practice that the physical has hope of changing too. So he was just delightful and delighted to come back. There's a woman who did this for her husband. And her husband has some very serious health conditions. And he hadn't gone to the bathroom for quite some time. He wasn't able to urinate. And the best news, she said, I don't know how this works, but he's going to the bathroom again. So, oh, how exciting. Master Cecilia will join us from 9 to 10 in the Tao Yuan Chang. How wonderful. Yeah, she'll lead the practice. Wonderful. So Master Cecilia will lead that from 9 to 10. I'm so very excited to hear that. And then at 10 o'clock, we will switch over to the Tao Calligraphy and Tao Yuan Chang Discovery Workshop. So I think those are the most important things that you know about right now. Okay. So I just checking with our director here to make sure that we want to also let you know about upcoming things. And before I do that, I need to mention that the things that we're doing this weekend, they're on live stream, so you can go back and watch that video. If you don't have time to watch it this weekend or you're going to miss parts of it, don't worry. You'll be able to access that and watch it afterwards. We usually leave the Saturday morning up for a couple days, and we usually leave the workshop up for 2 weeks, and then we put it on our video on demand page. So you can watch it as many times as you want. So it's a really, really wonderful opportunity. But coming up in the next weeks, the week after this weekend, next weekend, we have our Tao 1-2 retreat, which is the fundamentals of the Tao wisdom that Master Sha teaches. If you haven't taken that and you've learned a little bit about Master Sha and you want to know where do all these secrets come from, you want to get into the Tao wisdom course. There's Tao 1-2. Then later this year, we'll be doing Tao 3-4. And then Master Sha in Toronto in November will do Tao 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's in person only, but you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 before you can do 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you haven't gone through, and even if you have, I've been through about 10 of the Tao 1 retreats or Tao 1-2 workshops. Every time I've gone through, I've learned something. The wisdom just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. So please take advantage of that next weekend. The weekend after that, there will be on Saturday a Tao Calligraphy practicum in the afternoon with Master Henderson, Master Suchin, and Master Chi Ching, our local Tao Calligraphy teachers, who are all very, very special. And on Sunday, an open spiritual channels soul communication practicum with Master Marilyn, Master Jimena, and Master Patty. So that will be wonderful. All of this is on webcast and in person. Then, the weekend after that, Master Maya is coming to San Francisco. Yay! Master Maya is the leading teacher for the mission right now. She's the one, Master Shah has gone into a silent meditation for 4 months. Master Maya is the one that he entrusted all of his teachings, all the wisdom, all the power to hold that for everyone for the time while he is gone. She is a beautiful spiritual mother, and she will be offering Journey to the Pure Land, Pathway to a Compassionate Heart. So we're very much looking forward to that. The next weekend, we're going to do more open spiritual channels, voices of the universe. If you've ever been interested in channeling or talking to the angels or talking with your spirit guides and getting messages or conversations with God, this is our version that will take that to yet a whole different dimension. It's called Voices of the Universe. The next weekend, Master Wei Ling will be coming here. Master Wei Ling has a very special connection with White Tara. White Tara is the goddess of peace and protection. She's seen as a very highest level Buddha, a feminine incarnation of the divine. Some of her qualities are serenity and peace, protection against danger and life-threatening challenges. There's being with her heart is being in the presence of Mother's protective love. So we invite you to come with Master Wei Ling as she embodies that and brings the wisdom and practices of White Tara to us that weekend. And then the weekend after that, we are so blessed. This is like our super blessings month. We are so blessed. The end of September is Master Rulin Shu coming back. She is a Berkeley-trained quantum physicist who has written a book that explains from a quantum perspective and mathematically proves the presence of God, the universe, and everything. She's so if your mind goes towards quantum physics, you'll want to get the book that's out is Soul Mind Body Science System. She and Master Shah co-wrote a new book, Tao Science, that really looks into, from a theoretical physics perspective, why does all of this work? How many of you just kind of know all this works? You know, you just know it. You just know that you know it. This is actually going to help those people who don't know that, but have a very strong faith in the science, because they'll be able to look at the science of it and see why all of this makes sense. So we have a very full 2 months coming ahead. It begins tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here with Master Cecilia, opening our hearts, opening our souls with the Tao calligraphy, aligning everything. You saw how powerful this is to align? Aligning our souls, hearts, minds, and bodies so that when we can take advantage of all the wisdom and blessings that are coming to us. So we'll see you here tomorrow, actually at 9 a.m. for the Tao Yuan Chang and at 10 a.m. for the workshop. So with that, I thank all of the divine channels. Actually, every divine channel that serves here is a very, very special presence. Master Marilyn, Master Jimena, Master Robert, Master Henderson, all of the divine channels throughout California. There's 16 at this point, I think, so I'm not going to name everyone by name. All of the master teachers around the world. We are so blessed by each one of them. So we thank them with all of our heart. We thank Master Sha with all of our heart. Master Sha is the one who carries all of this wisdom, who brings it forth. He is the teacher of all of us. He is the one who has brought all these blessings to all of us. We can't thank him enough. We can't thank the divine, the Tao, the source enough, because that's where it all comes from, is the source of everything. There is one source of everything that we call by many names and many faces, and we honor all pathways to that source. And with that, we say 3 times love you, 3 times thank you, and 3 times gong song, which means respectfully return. We're thanking all the holy beings that have been here with us. There have been a lot more of them than there are of us, and they have been blessing us mightily. So we say, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. And we'll see all of you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.